said thickly, wiping it away with his napkin. He withdrew from her and blew his nose. She dragged her chair to sit beside him and put a hand on his arm. He liked her so much better when she was silent, and her face was soft and concerned as it was now. I still can't. He was a good bloke, he said thickly. Barry, he was a good bloke. Yes, everyone says that about him, said Kay. She had never been allowed to meet this famous Barry Fairbrother, but she was intrigued by this show of emotion from Gavin, and by the person who had caused it. Was he funny? She asked, because she could imagine Gavin enthralled to a comedian, to a rowdy ringleader, propping up the bar. Yes, I suppose. Well, not particularly. Normal. He liked to laugh, but he was just such a nice bloke. He liked people, you know. She waited, but Gavin did not seem able to elucidate further on the niceness of Barry. And the kids, and Mary, poor Mary. God, you've got no idea. Kay continued to pat his arm gently, but her sympathy had chilled a little. No idea, she thought, what it was to be alone. No idea how hard it was to be left in sole charge of a family. Where was his pity for her, Kay? They were really happy, said Gavin, in a cracked voice. She's in pieces. Wordlessly, Kay stroked his arm, reflecting that she had never been able to afford to go to pieces. I'm all right, he said, wiping his nose on the back of his hand and picking up his fork. By the smallest of twitches, he indicated that she should remove her hand. 4. Samantha's dinner invitation to Kay had been motivated by a mixture of vengefulness and boredom. She saw it as retaliation against Miles, who was always busy with schemes in which he gave her no say, but with which he expected her to cooperate. She wanted to see how he liked it when she arranged things without consulting him. Then she would be stealing a march on Maureen and Shirley, those nosy old crones who were so fascinated by Gavin's private affairs but knew next to nothing about the relationship between him and his London girlfriend. Finally, it would afford her another opportunity to sharpen her claws on Gavin for being pusillanimous and indecisive about his love life. She might talk about weddings in front of Kay, or say how nice it was to see Gavin making a commitment at last. However, her plans for the discomfiture of others gave Samantha less pleasure